Almost 5% of people in the United States suffer from fetal alcohol syndrome. This is a preventable, life-changing disorder that results from a mother drinking during pregnancy. When a mother drinks during pregnancy, she subjects her child to a life full of hardships. Mothers should not have the power to affect their child's life in such a negative way. These children that are coming into the world are vulnerable and innocent. We need to protect them. Drinking while pregnant is child abuse. My first main point will be drinking while pregnant harms the child physically. My second main point will be drinking while pregnant affects the child mentally. And my third main point will be drinking while pregnant embodies child abuse characteristics. My first main point is drinking while pregnant harms the child physically. Hewitt, Warren, and Thomas state in their scholarly journal, Fetal Alcohol Spectrum Disorder, Research Challenges and Opportunities, published in 2011, that when a mother drinks during pregnancy, her child may be born with fetal alcohol syndrome. Fetal alcohol syndrome has many different characteristics. One of the main characteristics is facial deformities. Children born with fetal alcohol syndrome may have a long plectrum, short eye slits, a thin upper lip, a turned up nose, a flat face, or deformed ears. Hewitt and colleagues goes on to say that fetal alcohol syndrome also affects the rest of the body. One result is miscarriages or stillbirths. They also may be born smaller than other healthy babies. They tend to grow slower all the way through adolescence. The central nervous system is also affected. They may have tremors, seizures, or problems with gross or fine motor skills. The main thing that is affected is the brain. The brain may shrink in size and not function properly. Some of the results are poor eye movement and limb movement, problem-solving skills, bad memory, coordination, and balance. To review my first main point, when a mother drinks during pregnancy, her child may have facial deformities, may be born small, have seizures, or brain damage. Mothers should not have this power to harm their children in this way. My second topic is drinking while pregnant affects a child mentally. Hewitt, Thomas, and Warren go on to report that over 90% of people with fetal alcohol syndrome have mental illnesses. Anxiety disorders, attachment disorders, attention defect disorders, ADHD, conduct disorders, depression, eating disorders, hallucinations, optimal defiance disorders, psychotic episodes, and suicidal threats or attempts are very common in people whose mothers drank while pregnant with them. Another article goes on to state, the other article, Behavioral Interventions for Children and Adolescents with Fetal Alcohol Syndrome Disorders, published in 2011 by Paley and O'Connor, state that children may have problems with learning or they have lower IQs. Children with fetal alcohol syndrome tend to be impulsive and hyperactive. This causes them to be unable to pay attention, which causes a bad learning environment. Their IQ is also dramatically lower. The average IQ for someone with fetal alcohol syndrome is 79. The normal average is 100, and mental retardation is considered 75 or below. So to review my second main point, when a mother drinks during pregnancy, she may affect her child mentally by causing them to have mental illnesses or to have learning disabilities or a lower IQ. Mothers should not have the power to affect their child's life like this and should be punished. My third main point is drinking while pregnant embodies child abuse characteristics. The Child Welfare Information Gateway defines child abuse as any recent act or a failure to act on the part of a parent or caretaker which results in death, serious physical or emotional harm, sexual abuse, or expulsion. I find that this fits very well with drinking while pregnant because it is an act by a mother that can result in death, a miscarriage, or physical harm such as deformed facial features, poor motor skills, seizures, or brain damage. It also affects them mentally by causing mental illnesses or learning disabilities along with a lower IQ. To review my third main point, mothers should be punished and it should be considered child abuse because drinking while pregnant mirrors the definition for child abuse. To summarize, drinking while pregnant causes many different problems for the child, physically and mentally. Physically, it causes children to have damaged brain cells. It also causes them to be born smaller, cause seizures, and even miscarriages. It also affects them mentally because it can cause mental illnesses, a lower IQ, and learning disabilities. We need to protect these children by speaking out and pressing laws to protect these children from the dangers of alcohol. You can talk to your family or friends about fetal alcohol syndrome and explain to them the dangers of drinking while pregnant. You can also make sure that your child is never born with fetal alcohol syndrome by making sure that their mother never drinks while pregnant. So to review my main points again, my first main point was drinking while pregnant harms the child physically. My second main point was drinking while pregnant affects the child mentally. And my third main point was drinking while pregnant embodies child abuse characteristics.